Hello everybody, it is ReaVeR and Dark versus XiaoKai and 15 Sway. It's an Orc Human versus Orc Night Elf. And the winner follows Pato and Nabu into the semis.
Yeah, guys, get excited because I think we've got an absolute banger of a match ahead of us. We have Dark and ReaVeR, the Anglophone team here on the right, an experienced duo playing a classic combination. And on the other side, we have XiaoKai and 15 Sway, both very respectable players in their own right, experienced in 2v2 as well. Going for a CORSAIR Demon Hunter opener here, which is pretty cool. Probably a lot of creeping to be had. It seems to be a pretty big map here, White Shore.
Yes.
So I anticipate maybe the CORSAIR will do a bit of creeping instead, though harass can be absolutely fine. And what I would expect from the other team is ReaVeR to be expanding, and Dark offering his headhunters to help creep, while the CORSAIR alone tries to buy some space for the human expansion to come up.
Yeah, that should be the typical strategy, I'd say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but ReaVeR and Dark won the 2-on-2 tournament at Raraland, didn't they?
That's what I asked you, yeah.
Maybe they got first or second. I don't remember too much from that weekend, to be honest.
Oh, it was a blur, but I'm pretty sure they did beat Leon and Ido in the final.
I think so too, and then in the Twin Trophy it was reversed and ReaVeR and Dark got pummeled in that game.
Yeah. I can't remember the series after that, but anyway. Oh, there's an unguarded shot in the middle. How weird is that?
White Shore, man. It is a weird map. The swan song of this map, it was replaced for the 15th season, but here it's still there. And ReaVeR, so far, not teching, but the new powerful, strong arcane tower is coming to help against the wolf harass that's inbound.
Yep. Though it should be noted that while the buff is significant, it's only a buff against heroes. So as long as the CORSAIR control on XiaoKai's end is good, then he should be getting burned. But here we go. Whoa. Nah, no time there to switch the target to the CORSAIR. But yeah, I think it was very smart of ReaVeR to get the tower here early on. It will make defending so much easier against the CORSAIR pressure. Dark gonna just creep up. And in the meantime, 15 Sway already creeping up a storm. Done 2 camps. And should be well on the way to level 3 pretty early on.
Alrighty then. Can Dark defend and hold here? Can ReaVeR defend and hold here? A little bit of counter pressure into the Night Elf base of 15 Sway, who's on the way to tier 2. XiaoKai is quite a bit ahead already, not going too many units. It's just a grunt at this point. Headhunters are trickling in, so they don't shy away from them despite the HP nerf.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they still remain very effective creeping units and skirmishing units as long as you have good macro to back them up. But we see here XiaoKai making a massive error in his macro. Queued up 3 headhunters but didn't start the second burrow.
Ooh.
And he will be supply blocked all the way until tier 2 and can't make a single unit. So pretty critical there. Dark in the meantime buying as much space as he can for his ally, preventing the Demon Hunter from easily creeping to 3. And ReaVeR's just got to hold on. I think he should start tech. He did, which is good. There's no way he's going to get the expansion up without his allies' help. If he can just secure level 2, chill, and get a Mountain King on tier 2, I think ReaVeR's in a perfectly good spot. Meanwhile, XiaoKai is just, what can he do? He's 21 food right now.
It will probably line up for the tier 2 to at least get the second hero, but yeah, that is...
Look at all these headhunters in the queue.
Oh my god, you queued 5 headhunters.
It's truly the definition of just press T in the barracks right now.
100%.
Full orc brain right now. I love it. Yeah, you can't do too much with a pretty weak army. Dark a bit bruised from creeping though, which is unfortunate for him, but pretty much necessary in order to take some valuable XP off of the side of XiaoKai and 15 Sway. And that Demon Hunter, pretty close to level 3 right now, actually.
Okay, how much will the Demon Hunter be able to do in the later stages?
Last hit for the Ogre. Nice, Chain Lightning invested there. I think it's a perfectly fine use. Nice deny on the Wolf as well, also preventing closer progress to that level 3. And ReaVeR coming in with Defend, which is pretty sweet against those Archers and Headhunters. Just buying space for their tier 2, which, as we should know for Human and Orc, is an incredibly effective combination together.
Yeah, we saw this a lot in Zemo Team Cup like, of course, it's a little bit of a meme that I'm always hyping up Human or talk them stronger than they are, but Human was the dominant faction in 2-2 in Zemo Team Cup. Especially Archmage, of course, providing the Brilliance aura. Later, maybe going into Blizzard can go a long way. It's a lot of AoE with Chain Lightning together, maybe a Clap as well, or a Paladin that provides a second aura. So there's many ways to play the tier 2 for Human.
Yeah, to be honest, Human could pick any of the 3 altar heroes on tier 2 after Archmage first in 2v2, which is pretty sweet. And as you pointed out, Blizzard is just absurdly good in 2v2, to be honest. It's already great in 1v1, and in 2v2 it obviously shines, being able to get consistently good damage onto the enemy side. And yep, 15 Sway just creeping up, continuing to get those heroes up as high as he can. XiaoKai with still a pretty weak army, doing his best to creep up as best he can. All players here playing super passively, which I think is kind of to be expected on a map this size. Nobody's expanding, the map is pretty big, we're just teching up and getting our forces online. Yeah,
it's definitely the polar opposite of what we've seen in the first quarterfinal, where it was just all-out aggression. Of course, Sonic was involved, but here we play a little bit of PvE. Everybody's waiting for the big AoE spells. Mountain King is coming for especially Clap, and then we'll have the first big fight probably at around 50.
Oh, look at that scroll of regeneration value on ReaVeR's army right now.
Oh, lovely.
6 hurt footmen all getting regened up nicely. Ooh,
yeah, and footmen hold great value once again up into the mid game against all that piercing damage of headhunters. Maybe even dryads as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yep. Footmen actually really do shine in team games quite a lot. They're very effective, especially against orcs. But oh, nice last hit on that troll there by Dark, securing that level 4 creep for himself. And yep, XiaoKai, level 2 Farseer here, and Dark has more than twice his XP currently.
Yeah, XiaoKai seems to be the liability of this team currently. I talked him up a little bit in our extended pregame talk, saying he was top 3 WCG team tournament, where he was always playing the 2s as well. But here, maybe it's getting a little too late in China for him.
Well, we'll see about that, as he is currently setting up that tiny hall, which is finishing right this second, getting his tier 3 online. Kind of struggling for wood a little bit. I'd like to see 15 Sway pass over some wood to his ally. This is one of the most perhaps underrated things for, you know, less experienced players, is passing resources between teammates. But yeah,
ReaVeR.
Anyhow, we have a lot going on here. Yeah, ReaVeR is wow, 4-3 heroes he's up against currently with just 3-1. You know, and Human tier 2 without many, you know, rifles, casters, and levels can't possibly hope to go against this elf army right now.
Now we have another fight. We got an Orc Mirror in the north. Dark versus XiaoKai. Stomp coming in from the Chinese side, fighting over the last remaining creeps. Creeps still involved. Hex on the TC, but that doesn't work too well, really.
Here comes the next Stomp. Yep, Farseer getting out of there a little bit. Shaman just being immediately focused down. Look at this, Kodo is probably going to die really quick to the Headhunter focus fire. And the Grunts kind of not getting a lot done here, unfortunately. Some units going down now, though. We saw a Raider, 2 Headhunters being microed off very nicely to the side. Yeah, this is quite a nice skirmish we've got here between the 2 players. Seems Dark getting the upper hand with the level 2 Woes. Midi Blade Masters, I'm sure Kaiser likes to call them. Shout out Kaiser. And then the entire, you know, the whole time this has been ongoing, XiaoKai is mining for a second base.
Yeah, but Dark is covering for his own second base as the neighbor position there. It should be done any second now.
Yep. It's interesting to see 2 completely different approaches. We have a tier 2 Orc with a tier 2 expansion, and we have the tier 3 Orc on the Chinese side building up that tiny hall, which I think in the end will prove to be far superior for XiaoKai.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Kodos are getting the boost in a bit for the big command aura. Another grunt falling there. There was a lot of opportunity for Dark. Couldn't finish the job on Kodo and some headhunters, but in the meantime, ReaVeR had some time to creep. Mountain King can certainly carry that fight, but man, XiaoKai, 15. No!
Oh! That is a shame.
Oh no!
That's one I haven't seen in a while. A desync.
This is cursed. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Whose idea was this? To have the 2-2 competition.
I know. Who is to blame? It's definitely not me.
No, definitely not.
It's definitely not me. Well, guys, obviously, we do apologize for this. It's a big shame for the viewers as well. But obviously, the players will be feeling probably a bit of frustration here. I think this may be an advantage for Dark and ReaVeR. I think they were losing this game. If I have to be honest, overall, I would say that it was looking pretty tough for ReaVeR. He was about to fight against a very strong 15 Sway army with like a level 4 Panda with big mana, level 4 Demon Hunter. You know, as much as XiaoKai is lagging in levels behind Dark, he's tier 3 with an Expo as well against a tier 2 Orc. Also, the tier 2 of Dark, you know, not as strong as tier 3 Orc. Shadow Hunter second only, no TC, kind of a weaker late game combo as well.
Yeah,
So
I think so too. Like 15 Sway was super buffed. I was about to talk about it. Big mana potion, Robe of the Magi. This Panda would have
Creep Jack.
Yeah, Panda would have fried
that.
everything.
Yeah. I think ReaVeR was going to get abused pretty hard by 15 Sway that game. But yeah. What can we do?
At this point, we should probably just make 2 1-on-1s and mix the results somehow together.
We could do some sort of point system that we end up combining the points together. We'll see what happens, eh?
Yeah, this unfortunately can happen with the ping equalizer on. But yeah, we give a regame, of course. This is nothing the players can influence at all. So, just a regame. And yeah, it is of course a little shame that there is no reconnect or resume from replay, but none of the involved parties can do anything for it, so we just have more games. Poor FFA players who have to probably play at 11 PM tonight.
Jeez, that is crazy.
No, that was a joke, it won't be that late.
Oh, that's good. I'm just going with what you're saying. I'm just trusting what you're saying right now. 100%.
No, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. I mean, the Sonic games are always quick, right? So Sonic is playing Focus later.
Yeah, that'll be a snappy series, won't it?
100%.
Perhaps.
Demon Hunter, walk into the Orc base.
Go, davai. Is there a world where we don't use ping equalizer?
Yes.
I mean, Dark would get the advantage, but that's it, I guess. And ReaVeR would have worse ping as well, so I think maybe might be the option. I don't know. Yeah, well, as Neo said, we're connecting like Saudi Arabia, the UK, and China. It's kind of stretching it a bit, isn't it? But unfortunately, that's where everyone's from. What can we do? 4v4 next season could be even better. Oh yeah, let's try and put 8 people to schedule them to play at one time, no matter where they are from the world.
Yeah, and then in season 20 we do a 24-player FFA.
As Blizzard intended with their new 24
of
player
course.
maps.
Well, more Warcraft is most of the time more good. This case, debatable, but we get it done. Second try. White Shore. And let's go. This is always interesting to me. Like, obviously, we don't want this to happen, but from an observer perspective, I'm always curious, are these teams or players changing something up now based on what happened in the first try to play this map?
Indeed. Also, I'm not in the game.
Oh. Well, then you have to rely on the feed that I sent you on Discord.
That is fine. I will do that.
All right, we got ReaVeR and Dark in the upper right-hand side. We got XiaoKai and 15 Sway on the bottom left-hand side. So, yeah, any changes? Is there even... I don't really know how tough this expansion in the middle is, but I guess against the CORSAIR, there shouldn't really be a chance to go for an expo early?
Oh, not just that, but the creep is actually pretty tough. It's a level 7, like, demonic Fellstalker type unit. It has Devour Magic and Black Arrow, even though it's a melee unit, if I'm not mistaken. Okay,
that is...
I could be wrong. It definitely has Devour Magic, which is really strong, like a Destroyer. I think it has Black Arrow, which is extremely weird, but it does create skeletons when it kills stuff.
So you're telling me I shouldn't creep this with Water Elementals and Peasants?
I am definitely.
That combo? Okay. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. And yeah, we're probably not gonna see this. We have Farseer, Headhunter once again on both of the Orcish sides. We have a Demon Hunter once again. So far, no changes.
Yeah, I think both sides are gonna pretty much play the exact same way once again. And as I said before, as I alluded to before, I think this is great for Dark and ReaVeR. I would say they were in like a 65-35% chance, to lose that game. And this time they maybe know what's coming, can maybe make a few adaptations, such as one small silver lining of this this disconnection. But in any case, I think we'll largely see the same approach. Maybe it would be interesting to see if ReaVeR does get an expo up, but that camp is not easy. So I'd be pretty surprised.
Yeah, no expansion here. You should expect a harass pretty soon, and that's exactly what XiaoKai is doing. Is he using... Yeah, okay. Goes for the circlet once again for a little bit more chip damage, but ReaVeR sending everything back. These wolves should be dealt with. Arcane Tower, same spot, same timing. It's a mirrored image of the first attempt.
Yeah, all players spawned at the same location, actually. Which is really weird. Everyone spawned in the exact same locations before, so that's pretty nice to have an even game. Not sure, 15 Sway got Sentry Wars last time though, so with Wand of Illusion can perhaps do more ambitious creeping and maybe try to get to 3 as quickly as possible, but actually I can see in this lovely new Observer mode, we have a Tree of Life coming up already.
Ooh, okay.
For 15 Sway, and an expansion coming, wait. Oh, that's the tech ongoing, isn't it?
Yes, that is the tech indeed.
Alright, that's... Oh, these are just techs. Okay, that's really unclear in the Observer mode.
You're right.
That's extremely unclear. They could be building those buildings. It's the same icon. There's no difference in the icons. I assumed it was a Tree of Life, but nope. Oh well. So they're teching. There's no expansion.
Okay, probably for the better as well. As you pointed out, these camps are quite hard. We have an Orc Mirror in the middle, a little earlier than before. And Demon Hunter just keeps on creeping, just like 15 Sway did in map 1.
Yeah, I mean, oh, we do have an expo coming up this time. Cool. So there will be quite a difference in strategy. And I think 15 Sway, even though he didn't see the spot, I think he could probably guess that this will be a tier 1 expansion. In fact, microing the illusion to try and check again. Really nicely done. I don't think the vision would have allowed him to see it, but given how ReaVeR was still just planted there, didn't move, and tried to also intercept the illusion, yeah, they 100% know that this is an expansion attempt.
Yeah.
So where is Dark currently? This is important.
Dark in the middle of the map, chasing headhunters. Here comes the harass. XiaoKai. Tower only started now. This could be brutal for ReaVeR. Nicely microing the peasants, but a lot of them will fall.
Yeah, that tower is going to go down super fast, to be honest. I don't think he can possibly keep that one up against the 2 headhunters. Yep, next volley does it, unfortunately. Grunt will die, though, which is okay, but so far we've seen what? This is all 5 peasants are going down here.
Ooh, can he save at least one to continue building? He is, but he has more pressure. Dark is coming from the left-hand side to the rescue, but nice repositioning. ReaVeR with the snaps around on the Farseer, trying to force the town portal. It's not... oh no!
It's open still.
Bit too late. And on the left-hand side comes 15 Sway. With more immolation, more pressure on Dark. This expo...
level 3 Demon Hunter.
Yep. And a Naga with this push. Well executed for 15 Sway and XiaoKai, and ReaVeR is in deep trouble.
Yeah, you can see... Oh, another surround attempt on the Farseer misses, unfortunately. But yeah, this is extraordinarily rough for our human friend here. We can see how both sides tried to adapt. ReaVeR and Dark going for a different strategy, and the Chinese just adapting immediately, playing super aggressive, going for the Naga this time instead. It just shows you the level that they're playing on.
Yeah, quick adaptation.
Headhunters all being picked off to the side here. Dark's headhunters all going down. All the footmen going down against XiaoKai. So basically both ReaVeR and Dark's forces just being picked off on either side. Farseer going to be forced into a TP 100% in 1 second here. Oh my lord. He's playing with absolute fire right now.
That tower isn't finished, can't even upgrade, runs into the other Farseer. No mana for Chain Lightning available. Dark out of this fight, ReaVeR on its own. And this adaptation didn't really work out too well. But it's up now, I guess?
Well, human normally wants to be teching midway through the night to have a good tech speed, and we're approaching the last dot of night already. So the tech is already like more than a minute late currently. And
Immolation, not as strong as ever, but still enough to slaughter and burn these peasants. No aloe vera for ReaVeR, down to 30% of the Archmage now as well.
Oh my goodness, it's an absolute massacre.
Oh, hero focus! Chain Lightning, Dark comes in, lightning fast, gets the kill, alleviating some pressure. Can they turn this around from here on out? Pure out hero focus, but against the Demon Hunter, it's not that easy.
Yeah, this Demon Hunter is an absolute Chad. Another Hex going down, but there's no way they can kill him. Perhaps the Naga should have been the target here. Honestly, she's incredibly squishy, getting blocked right now. Oh, another Hex. I think the Naga's going to go. Go down.
All
Yep,
right.
Chain Lightning to secure the kill. 2 hero kills. But honestly, I'm not sure that's enough to mitigate the losses suffered by ReaVeR here.
It's tough. ReaVeR down to 30, Dark down to 26. But on the other side, there's not the greatest army on XiaoKai and 15 Sway either. They have the tech advantage. They're halfway through tier 3. Can then counter expand with a tiny if they want to. And Dark and ReaVeR try to press forward, but once again exposed to the demon.
Oh, Dark over ambitious, I think, moving out to try and buy time. His army is so weak, and the Shadowheart just gets slowed and killed.
He passed the town portal. Oh no, there was no town portal.
No, there was none. The Farseer already used it earlier on. But yes, wow, and the Archmage here as well. They're both really trying to just buy as much space as possible, but it's going to cost them a lot in the process. I think 15 Sway's like yummy XP snacks right now.
Yeah, he had a
that up.
super strong Demon Hunter Panda combo in the first attempt, and now his Demon Hunter is simply dominating this game at the moment. But Dark is playing a little bit of the sacrificial lamb, luring the Demon Hunter away so he can't burn the peasants and they're mining.
Yep, absolutely true. But in the end, is it enough? The TC had a lot of space to creep. 15 Sway nicely providing his Ancient of War to let that TC take on that tough Expo creep with the Ravager. The Fell Ravager was that level 7 creep. And yeah, there'll be a Tiny Hawk coming almost now. I'd imagine it's going to be put down right now. And they're the XiaoKai and 15 Sway are going to be equalizing the economical situation and just basically getting further ahead in XP. I mean, look at Dark, he has 2-1 heroes versus 3-2. ReaVeR only has a single hero. This Demon Hunter has, what, 4 points something already? Naga not back quite yet though, because there was a level 2 hero that was sniped. But in any case, still miles ahead in experience.
Absolutely. They get rid of the shop, maybe? Nope. We're here for the detonate, and then it's not enough damage. Defend is kind of nice against Dryads, but not against right clicks of a Demon Hunter, and not against Immolation at all. And in the meantime, XiaoKai feels strong, and why wouldn't he? Berserker upgrade done. We got the Shaman. And yeah, good luck holding that, Dark.
Wow, just hitting 2-2 heroes now against the already 3-3 heroes of XiaoKai. Oh, this poor Shadowhunter I think is just going to get immediately sniped pretty much. No Hex coming on that TC there. Wow, he can't even move, he's just getting purged. Hex, purge on the TC and denied. He did the best with their Dark, it was a nice little deny. But unfortunately, how can he possibly hold the pressure? And I think with ReaVeR TPing here, yes, they might be able to fend off this pressure. I mean, to be honest, what is he TPing with?
That's it! That's it! Archmage, 2 footmen, both half dead.
I think XiaoKai just cleans up by himself here, honestly. 15 Sway could just go attack or go creep or do whatever he wants. Tech to chims, it doesn't even matter.
Kinda what it looks like, yep. He is expanding in the middle of the base, getting further and further ahead, while Dark and ReaVeR are holding for now. It needs combined efforts. Here comes the Blood Mage, but what's he good for?
Yeah, I mean, Blood Mage, as we know, amazing hero, but level 1 I think isn't just going to cut it at this stage in the game against these heroes, unfortunately. Not that ReaVeR could do anything to get there quicker. Oh, poor guy, he's just going to get slowed and absolutely mauled. Chain Lightning finishes off the Blood Mage. Footman goes down. And yeah, even though the supply counters don't look too bad, you have to bear in mind ReaVeR has a lot of workers, whereas the Chinese team have just got like pretty much mass units, or can transfer their peons from wood to the expansion. So yeah, there's a strong army from 15 Sway and XiaoKai right now. Drive's just fantastic in the skirmish.
Yeah, Dark tried to stomp this Demon Hunter, but it's GG, at least on Dark's side. ReaVeR doesn't want to give up just yet. But he's on his own. GG, 1-0 for 15 Sway and XiaoKai.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I wasn't quite anticipating such a change in strategy from ReaVeR and Dark. Going for that tier 1 expansion did just, my gosh, did that not pay off. It was just relentless pressure, even with 2 hero kills, with Dark doing some nice hexes and sniping the units, sniping the heroes off. Wasn't enough.
Okay. We got a lead for the Chinese. But map 2 is of course the loser's pick for Dark and ReaVeR, and it's Deja Vu.
Will it be Deja Vu? And we'll see a quick game here, or will we see a nice competitive match? I would say the first game was looking quite promising in terms of a battle. At least having a nice big fight with high level heroes. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like with Human Expo and 2v2, it either goes really well and you're able to pressure the other side with like defend footies and keep them away, or this happens. You get all your workers killed, the Expo is super late, and the Human basically is just dead weight in the team.
Yeah, I think this last game pretty much came down to this Expo. It was a cheeky Expo, it was scouted fairly quick, and it was punished super quick and super hard.
Yep.
Not much they could have done about this game afterwards.
Yeah, honestly, 15 Sway with that Wand of Illusion this time round, doing an exceptional job. Trying to check several times, trying to dodge being killed by ReaVeR's army there at the expand, but they could work out what was going on pretty obviously, just even running past and seeing ReaVeR's positioning there. And man, did they go ham on that base.
It was quite gnarly indeed. We got a few people buying profile pictures, and that is super nice. Thank you for that. Pishna buying one for the Night Elves, Izzy buying one for the Human, King Hiss with the $1 contribution, Kova buying the Dreadlord, $15 by Lord, as we mentioned before. Thank you guys. We try to raise this one. We got 42 players here. They all need to be rewarded. So chip in, W3C finals.backtowarcraft.com.
Yeah, thank you guys for the continued support. The icons are pretty sweet. I really love the Blade Master. Especially from last season, I got the Mounted King and the Lich icons. I thought they were both really awesome.
So good.
The Lich was probably the best. The Lich was sick.
And you're in the game. We're
I
ready
am.
to go. Okay. Unpleasant situation for Dark and ReaVeR. I see they got a lot of fans here in the chat. A lot of people are cheering for them. But at the moment, no match for XiaoKai and 15 Sway. They got some experience, as you can tell, and they don't have this one strategy, but can adjust on the fly. Now loses map for ReaVeR and Dark. Can they turn this around and force game 3? It's Deja Vu.
Sweet intro as always, my friend.
Number 1 caster in the history of Warcraft 3, according to ChatGPT, just saying.
Maybe even esports.
No. I mean, I love to meme, etc. But no way I'm even close.
Do you know who I did like was Kailaris when you guys did the Stockholm tournament. That was awesome.
He wasn't in Stockholm, that was Rotterdam. But he was
Sorry,
at the
that's
DreamHack
right.
finals that was remote when he was alone in the studio with a big green screen and us. But yeah, he is fantastic.
Oh, that's right. It was the big green screen. Sorry, I'm misremembering. Yes,
Yeah.
Rotterdam was there at Stockholm. That was awesome as well, to be fair. But I really liked Kailaris. He was cool. All right. Will we see any adaptations this time? I have to be honest, not terribly familiar with Deja Vu. I think I maybe practiced it once with some of the 2v2 boys, but nothing I'm too familiar with, to be honest. But yeah, standard openers again. From
let me tell you something special about Deja Vu. Look at close to the 6 o'clock position. That is a shipyard.
Oh my lord.
You can buy ships on Deja Vu and do a ship drop towards the enemy's expansion.
Gosh, ship drops.
Yep.
Oh my lord.
Yep.
As if Zeppelin drops are bad enough to deal with, you have to deal with a ship drop. That immediately unloads all the units, unless that was changed. But in the campaign, all your units would be offloaded at once from transport ships. So maybe they still will function like this.
I would love to see that.
Because that's a very easy oversight, and all the units get dropped at the same time. That's kind of crazy if that's the case. Like raiders or stuff like that. So, 15 Sway scouting out ReaVeR's expansion attempt so far. Nice job. The Wisp is going to get a pretty sweet detonate here, I think. Actually detonating in the Archmage as well. Wow, that's value.
Whoa.
In the meantime, Dark pressuring the second Mumo that's coming out from 15 Sway's base. Actually needs a lot more Wisp to repair here. Like, yep. Wow, this Mumo's just going to go down. Whoa, that's
nothing?
For basically nothing. There was one Wisp that died. Now, 15 Sway did get away with a nice creep at the Merc camp there, getting the Troll Priest, which is great against the Orc player. But yeah, pretty much stuck on 22 food right now. Can't make it another additional Wisp to get to 9 Wisps. And 1 Moonwell for nighttime. That's grim.
Yes, it doesn't regenerate any mana now, because it's just not there. ReaVeR on the right-hand side was still attacked. He wanted to expand again. I'm not too sure if he can follow through with this. No tech just yet, just goes for the tower. Farseer pretty hurt. New Militia called. ReaVeR might get this under control, as Dark is once again focusing on the Moonwell.
Yeah, I like the approach focusing on the Moonwells, but honestly, if you donate away either of these grunts and have a level 3 Demon Hunter against you, like this grunt is definitely going down, that could be super rough for him. In the meantime, ReaVeR did probably the best he could in defending this current harass. I mean, the Farseer is pretty low, so he did a great job focusing the Farseer HP, which is kind of critical in the 1v1 matchup as well between Human and Orc. We see a lot of focus fire on heroes when they're out of position. And I imagine Dark probably just passed over some resources to ReaVeR right now to try and set up this expo, but only 3 workers here currently.
Yeah, the others died. Unfortunately, yep. Wolves getting dealt with. Arcane Tower is up, so limited harass potential. 15 Sway trying to make up for it and push Dark back.
Yep, and you know, Dark doesn't have like the greatest force to defend himself with, honestly. Just one grunt, one that's basically dead. But 15 Sway gonna leave him alone, I'm guessing, to head back and maybe take a green, get level 3, pressure the second hero. Saying that, the tech is not the fastest for 15 Sway. We can see how much quicker Dark is in tech compared to 15 Sway, who is essentially his lane opponent. XiaoKai also with the way faster tech than ReaVeR, which is to be expected given he's expanding. Actually, ReaVeR teching very fast, so I imagine Dark passed over quite a lot of resources there to help out his ally.
Yeah, he's only at 30. That makes sense, 100%. Invo potion now for Dark, and ReaVeR again under attack.
Oh, this is a strong army here from XiaoKai right now, easily able to bully ReaVeR off of any camp, or, you know, could just pressure him back. And they're going to have to defend this expo. I think both teammates here are going to have to help each other protect the human expand, which is great for XiaoKai and 15 Sway, because I think we will see an expo go down pretty shortly from either the Orc or the Elf at this spot where the Ancient War currently is at.
Yeah, should be. Pretty much.
XiaoKai just buying time here, just working it pretty well.
Exactly.
Oh,
Similar-ish to what happened before. Here's the Demon Hunter staffing onto his ally's Headhunter and burning them grunts. Double
nice
kill. Well done. Yeah, the AoE is coming together.
Yep, it's working out pretty well so far, but this Demon Hunter is just going to town, not sustaining basically any damage. Doing absolute work on these units right now. XiaoKai losing quite a few Headhunters as we saw that nice double kill. But yeah, ReaVeR kind of struggling to get his forces online, actually being super supply blocked right now because of the defend upgrade taking too long. And yeah, 2 footies already in the queue there, 29 food for him only, unfortunately. But it seems to be, they're kind of pushing them back, but the Farseer of Dark sustaining quite some damage here.
He had the Invo Potion, gotta be careful about Chain Lightning soon, but at the moment not enough mana available for XiaoKai. TC is coming in with the Stomp, yeah, and nicely pulling back for Dark. Alright, we have a game. We also have a Great Hall for XiaoKai on the left-hand side. And a Panda.
Yeah, I think this is good for the Chinese team here because they're going to play like a macro-focused late game here, right? Oh, geez, what's going on in the main base here?
Yeah, a lot. Farseer almost dead, had to go for the potion. All super expensive.
In the end, you know, ReaVeR has been mining for quite some time. I'm sure he can afford to pass back some gold to his ally. Just really needs to get his wood economy online. Perhaps Dark could feed. Yeah, Dark should definitely be feeding a little bit more wood. I think he just gave... Nope, he didn't. He just spent 150 gold on something. Berserker Strength, there we go. Brute Strength, sorry, I forgot they renamed it to Brute Strength from Berserker Strength. That still confuses me now and then. And yep, XiaoKai with that tier 2 expo coming up pretty soon. 15 Sway already walked across his expand as well, which explains why XiaoKai expanded where he did. So actually, Chinese team about to get an expo lead pretty soon.
Okay then. We get a Mountain King, if I saw this correctly. Yep. It's hammer time. Also, Cast is coming into the mix. 15 Sway with another lore. Is he tier 3 already? Ah, he's started it. So Dryad first into Bears. Classic.
Yeah, it's very expensive to get the tier 3 tech and the double lore and the expo, because obviously Elf has to actually give up worker units in order to create buildings. So pretty hard to manage your wood economy there. And your ally is expanding as well. So a lot of wood being expended. Oh, nice creep jacking coming here. Wait, is this TC dead? Yeah, I think XiaoKai recognizes this TC would be a goner. Manages to save him there quickly with a nice reactionary TP. But to be honest, XiaoKai's army is looking kind of weak, and I think Dark and ReaVeR here are going to get a really nice attack on this expo, which just finished. If they managed to get here a little bit sooner, maybe even 15 seconds sooner, this Great Hall could have been cancelled. But in any case, they have... Oh, look at the lightning shield on the wolf right now.
Nicely done. Okay then. The tier 2 army of ReaVeR is coming together as well. More shaman, more priest, and they just clobber this Great Hall down. And feels like 15 Sway and XiaoKai, they don't want to hold this. They can't even hold this. Looking fine. And there's tier 3 for Dark going rah very, very soon. And there's also tier 3 for ReaVeR coming.
Yeah, I would say that XiaoKai and 15 Sway couldn't have done too much else in this situation. Their armies are kind of too weak. But now, what have they really got between them? 15 Sway is going to have to do some insanely heavy lifting in this next fight in order to fend off this attack. And I really wish that ReaVeR had killed off, like, say, 2 footmen, so he'd be 50 food right now while teching to tier 3. Instead, he's in low upkeep this entire time while teching up, which is kind of not great. You generally want to remain 50 food if you're going to tech higher up in the tree, but alas, an engagement is coming in here. We've got nice levels on the Chinese side here. 3-3-3 heroes versus 3-3-1-1 on the other side. A nice hero focus coming in. Oh, this Demon Hunter gonna go down. The Demon Hunter goes down. Unbelievable. This TC is gonna get focused next, I think. It's saying that Dark's army here is looking pretty bruised, but nice Stormbolt on the TC. Unfortunately, no Stomp to follow up with. Then again, with TC here, he has nothing to defend himself.
Double
Down
kill
he
for
goes as
ReaVeR
well.
and Dark. Here we go. The Panda is trying to do as best as he can, but it's bloodlusted rifles. And they're chewing
Oh
through
my
this army here. Dryads are falling in the back quickly now. Rah, 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 everywhere. Shadowhunter still alive. Farseer, Archmage, retreat a little bit to the back to not catch that many hits. TC, gotta be careful. Wisps are coming in for a big detonate. How
Massive detonate.
dare you to get rid of Rah, rah, rah.
Shocking behavior right there, but it was needed to be done, to be honest. And honestly, Dark and ReaVeR, they are in an insanely good position right now. They called for the GG.
Wow, yeah, there was a huge supply lead on the UK Saudi team. And they tied this up. Deja vu, not the same as our first map.
It's time to rename that map. It can't be called Deja Vu anymore.
Exactly. Name it completely different.
Very, very inventive.
I know, also so eloquent.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm proud of my boys right now. They played... You can see the difference when the human gets to actually play the game. How great they are as a support role for their ally. And it's insane thinking. They went into that fight with 3-3-1-1 heroes versus 4-3-3-3. That is a tremendous difference. And that was still not enough to get over, like, from 15 Sway and XiaoKai's perspective, their hero levels were not enough to get over the fighting forces of Dark and ReaVeR with quite weak heroes, but their armies were strong. And the hero focus is insane from Orc Human, as we saw. That Demon Hunter pretty much just got slowed down, couldn't move, and he was gone. No Staff of Preservation on the Panda, which is kind of disappointing. Definitely should have been able to save that Demon Hunter, but in any case, this game was looking mighty fine for the UK Saudi team, if they even had to teleport.
Yeah, I agree. This was also a very good decision to go for that hero focus. Like, you could clean up the rest of the army maybe, but nope, they decided it's time to knock the boys out. And ReaVeR has some ping issues here.
Yeah, his internet is not the most stable, as I've watched on the stream a few times. Sometimes it goes up and down. So we'll see. BRB once again. All righty. Maybe needs to calm down after that win.
Yeah, the rush of adrenaline. Got to keep it under control. Got to punch some people now, maybe.
Out of it. I mean, he is an MMA fighter, so he's got...
Exactly. He probably has a sparring partner on the side.
I just like, mate, I need to grapple you right now. Throw you to the floor. But yeah, fantastic game that time. Human just actually getting to fulfill its role of being a part of a match, to be honest, this time. And it's kind of crazy thinking, actually, that ReaVeR was just taking tier 3 the whole time, like behind this push.
Yeah.
Like, this push was not designed to kill them, but in the end, they managed to get such a good engagement, just sniping 2 important heroes right off the bat. And the army was soon cleaned up. XiaoKai, after he lost his expand, he was only 40 food. It was looking pretty grim for him to defend there, even with his ally support.
All right. ReaVeR says he's ready, despite the ping whatsoever. Dark says go, go.
Well, the boys are laughing about, we said UK Saudi team, I ended up copying you. Just to make it, to be clear, ReaVeR is from South Africa, but he lives in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry about that.
But he is South African.
Waiting for the Chinese team to confirm right now.
I'm glad that we got a 1-1 score for the first 2 newer maps. And now we've got Phantom Grove, which is a classic that everyone's played a lot of times, and it should lead to a nice macro-based game again. Human probably trying to set up a second base. And perhaps the Chinese can get an advantage in a different way this time. Maybe it was too greedy to go for 2 bases. XiaoKai wasn't really putting enough pressure, I would say, on ReaVeR in the early game. It didn't go super well.
All right, everybody. It's decision time. Phantom Grove, a classic map. Was that included in Reign of Chaos? I'm not 100% sure.
Oh.
It
I could not tell you.
It was updated though to test the time. And yeah, the winner of this upcoming map is facing Pato and Smurf in the semifinal next week. Off we go. Let's settle this. Phantom Grove it is. We got the Chinese team on the right-hand side. Once again with, of course, Orc and Night Elf and the human orc combo. The European classic, Yoss and Dark, Grubby and Todd is standing against it.
Yep, there's a reason why this combination has been favored by pros for so long. It is just such a remarkably stable and synergistic combination, the old human orc. As was Night Elf Orc for so long as well, but obviously Blade kind of a little bit out of fashion in 2 is still pretty decent. Perhaps you might see Demon and Blade. That would be kind of cool. Maybe Blade Headhunters. That would be fun.
Ooh, yeah. I've seen it once or twice in one-on-one even, but to not the craziest success. I'm still waiting for the big mirror image builds.
Yeah. Well, I know that Scars is playing a lot of mirror image. Perhaps,
yeah, Soent experiment with it as well.
Yep. So perhaps we'll see it brought into the fold a little bit more often. But yes, alas, it's Farseer Headhunters again from XiaoKai. Demon Hunter from 15 Sway, electing to go for some creeping. He is this time on the side of the human player ReaVeR. So will the Demon Hunter pressure perhaps be more successful than the Farseer Headhunter? And perhaps we'll see an orcish clash here. Again, actually Dark is not going for Headhunters once again. It's just grunts, which are sometimes okay in straight up fights. Kind of decent for creeping and pretty good with an ally, but might be hard against mass Headhunters. We'll see.
Yeah, they need to connect, and so far XiaoKai's stutter stepping and positioning was working out quite nicely. First blood has been drawn, and it goes towards ReaVeR and Dark, with that Wisp being killed. I don't know if Wisps bleed, but I won't change the wording at all. I don't care. So ReaVeR, again, expansion, and this one should be pretty protected, given the positioning.
Wow, scouted already though. 15 Sway using the crystal ball he got to scout this location, and XiaoKai immediately here to start pressuring the peasants, or the Archmage, whatever he so chooses. We've got the peon from Dark here, chilling out. Maybe he's going to help build the shop. Yep, there we go. And this time Dark is going to assist his ally at the very early stages, which I kind of expected 15 Sway to continue creeping perhaps, but is actually going to come in and pressure as well. And these poor peasants are like, what do I do, me lord?
That was a perfect imitation. Threw me off a little bit there by how good that was. But, yeah, I guess work, but oh boy, this is gonna be tough once again. Not the perfect early game. And again, if XiaoKai and 15 Sway gather some information early on, they know exactly how to punish it.
Yeah, both the players' map movement, I feel, is just exemplary in these games so far. And ReaVeR finally does have the resources to start and expand, but alas, can't actually place down the Town Hall. Trying to repair up that Scout Tower desperately. But look at the peasants, they go to repair, and what happens to them? They just get attacked while they repair. The tower might go down anyway as well, just to put that on top.
Oh, Fossier's still there. Town portal forced, okay, but you still burn while reading the scroll. So another peasant down here. ReaVeR is supposed to be second base in absolute shambles.
Yeah. One thing I could say is that ReaVeR should probably have called Militia over a lot sooner. Like, just bring over 5 new ones straight away while he was being attacked. Dark can afford to pass you a decent amount of wood. You can see he has 400 wood. He could have definitely afforded to just bring across 5 new peasants in Militia form straight away. And that would have helped so much in not only defending and minimizing losses, but to get the Expo online as quickly as you can. Because now only 2 workers are starting to expand. More militia are coming in, but they haven't really joined. Yep, and 15 Sway dropping that counter expand immediately as well. Much better start this time for the Chinese, has to be said.
Exactly, that needs some work now for Dark and ReaVeR, but I don't think this pressure will be lifted. Demon Hunter has no staff, no TP. and is running straight into an Orc human army. This is a little ambitious. Could have been 3 units around maybe at the trees. But no, gotta play it careful.
Yeah, that perhaps be a little bit too ambitious there. And yeah, keep in mind this Demon Heart doesn't actually have a teleport, so when the human orc second heroes come online, needs to be really careful not to lose that DH against an MKTC or Shadowhunter combination. But yeah, tech underway already for ReaVeR, obviously being fed by his ally once again. Expo delayed. The gold on, income will be a little bit slow. Not much else he could have done apart from calling those militia sooner. But to be fair, more workers going down here, and XiaoKai, yep, Chain Lightning straight onto those workers. Headhunters coming in, but here we are, Panda from Dark this time going to assist, trying to take out these Headhunters. And yeah, still 3 workers power building currently.
Oh, Dark.
Still not done though.
He has the TP, and now he's out of that defense. ReaVeR, oh no, that wasn't Dark, that was XiaoKai. Sorry, it's confusing without the nameplates on top. Blizzard, fix, please.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there we go. Town Hall finally finished. Jeez. 24 supply on the side of ReaVeR. He has 1 measly peasant gathering lumber back home. No lumber mill. And yeah, that's it. Just 1 peasant gathering lumber. That's kind of crazy, honestly. And yeah, low-level heroes as well, unfortunately, for the UK.
Yeah,
So
because the
that's
Panda
right
with
there.
the Breath of Fire, I guess he stole the creep last second.
Yeah, 42 XP is kind of a uneven amount. It's the amount you get from a level 3 creep.
Oh boy.
But yep, Shadowhunter this time for XiaoKai. Elected to go for as much pressure as possible here. I think that proves to be the right choice. Dark going to go for a TP just to reposition himself. Kind of nice position here, to be honest. Not bad. But the trouble is ReaVeR's army. What does he have left? Oh, the triple kill on those footmen, and now the Archmage being focused as well. Pretty much the backline of the Chinese forces here being completely untouched. Demon Hunter standing strong in the front here with this level 2 immolation. And I think, unfortunately, ReaVeR and Dark just running out of options here.
Archmage saved once again, drawing some attention off from XiaoKai. ReaVeR is trying to hold, Dark is trying to hold, but there's not much left for both of them. The pressure behind that expansion, also tier 3 for XiaoKai, it all just seems to be a little bit too much.
Yeah, macro flowing very nicely for XiaoKai, 15 sway. Actually, 15 sway only saturating his gold mine 2 out of 5 so far. Here come the 3 wisps. But a little bit slow on that, but in any case, still has double lore. Tier 3 enabled pretty much in, what, a minute's time, pretty much. XiaoKai almost tier 3 himself. And in the meantime, ReaVeR, 2 wood. Basically no workers, no units, no second hero. And Dark, quite strong, 40 food, but
A player's forces are
probably
under
not
attack.
enough to carry this game, unfortunately. But we'll see. Mountain King is being started as well.
Exactly, and the hammer can always turn games around. Speed scroll used now, trying to catch up to some of these headhunters. XiaoKai is styling there a little bit in between with some nice blocks. And levels pretty weak across the board. Borg? Oh my god, I watched too much Star Trek. Board. Only the Demon Hunter and Panda looking good. Also, inventory for them looking good. There was a lot of hero focus earlier, so they go for invo potions this time. And ReaVeR needs more time. Is trying to catch up as fast as he can, but the next wave of pressure is rolling on already.
Yep. It looks scary, honestly. We've got XiaoKai pretty much going to hit 3-2, level 3 and 2 heroes here. Probably can buy a second scroll from the shop. It's coming up in 20 seconds time. Panda, if he could secure level 3 as well, and then they both attack once again, maybe to the orcs, like Dark Space could be good, a good target, to be honest. Then I think they would have a very hard time holding this push. But we'll see what the players want to do.
Double tier 3 for the Chinese, and that is not the case for ReaVeR. Can he somehow assemble a mass? That is the big question here. Mountain King going for the Farseer once again. There's no TP. Item on the ground. Claw, the third one is Mountain
Claws 4,
King.
4, and 8.
Exactly.
What a weird sight. Plus 16 from 3 claws. It's like, what happened to these beautiful items?
Well, they got balanced after 20 years. That's what happens.
Yeah, alright.
The disagreement in the voice. Did you hear it,
A
guys?
little bit, just a little bit.
How dare you to argue with the #1 caster in Warcraft 3 history?
True. None should go against your will, Neo.
That's what I say as well, but nobody listens. Oh, this is the big push. Headhunters, Berserkers, Bears, Roar, Reju. This is gnarly.
Could have said it better myself. We've got Panda that is just an inch away from level 3 right now, which would be tremendous. We can see the Arcane Tower going to work. 16 mana being removed every time, but is it enough? Not when it lasts about 3 seconds.
Annihilation again. Here comes the TP. Whoa, that massive drunken is breath of fire. Everything's burning. Pandemonium here on Phantom Grove.
Oh, the Farseer Dark as well.
The favor, exactly. Oh, so far they kind of fight this back. Mountain King arrives as well. Certainly a reposition from the Chinese team. Panda trying to do the heavy lifting here, but it's still Archmage dead. Farseer saved one last time, but that's about it. The 2 first heroes are falling down to a level 1 Mountain King and a level 1 Farseer, and overall the Chinese just too oppressive. GG, well played, gentlemen. Meta high, well played, good luck. And we get Smurf and Pato versus XiaoKai and 15 Sway.
Nice stuff, Neo. Yeah.
What did I do?
Well, you summarized that end section perfectly. Pretty much, yeah, what can we say? After Dark TP'd in that position, Farseer got focused down immediately. It was kind of all over the place. ReaVeR was getting just pummeled in his base by himself. Yeah, unfortunately, Dark and ReaVeR not able to get a foothold in this game whatsoever. And the team of XiaoKai and 15 Sway firmly in control.
Okay. Whew. That was...
Nevertheless, it was really cool to see them take a map. I kind of was hoping that they would win 2-1 against 15 Sway and XiaoKai. That would have been sick. But 15 Sway and XiaoKai just proving to be just slightly better overall, and it made the difference.